When people think of CEOs, they often imagine fancy offices, big decisions, and high stakes meetings. But the reality of what a CEO actually does day to day can feel a lot more complex and sometimes misunderstood. The title of CEO carries weight. It signals leadership, authority, and responsibility. But if you are aspiring to become a CEO, or you are already in the role and wondering if you are focusing on the right things, this video will break down what being a CEO really means. It's not just about making decisions. It's about driving the vision, empowering the right people, and keeping the entire organization moving forward. Hi, I'm Shailesh Kantak, founder and CEO of Flexi Ventures Private Limited, an HR consulting firm that helps businesses build stronger teams and better leaders. Today, I want to dive deep into the core responsibilities of a CEO, the challenges that come with the role, and more importantly, how great CEOs lead. So let's get started. What exactly does a CEO do? One, setting the vision and long-term strategy. At the core of the CEO's role is vision. A CEO's job isn't to micromanage or get involved in every detail of day-to-day operations. It's to set the destination where the company is headed in the next 3, 5, or 10 years. This is often what separates small businesses from large, thriving companies. CEOs with a clear, compelling vision steer their organization with purpose. Without a vision, a company drifts. It may survive in the short term, but over time, it loses direction. A CEO's responsibility is to think big, to identify opportunities for growth, and to set bold goals that inspire the entire organization. I once worked with a CEO who told me, if I'm not thinking 3 years ahead, no one else in the company will. That's the essence of his role. But vision alone isn't enough. The CEO also needs to translate that vision into actionable strategy. What markets will the company expand into? What products or services need development? Where will the company invest resources? A good CEO doesn't dream. They connect the dots between the big picture goals and practical execution. Number 2, building and leading the executive team. One of the most critical responsibilities of a CEO is building the right leadership team. No CEO can lead a company alone. Success depends on the team of leaders around them. The CFO, the COO, the CMO, and the other senior executives who handle different areas of the business. The CEO's job is to hire, develop, and retain the best talent for these roles. Great CEOs surround themselves with people who are smarter and more capable in their respective fields. If you find yourself as the smartest person in the room, you are probably in the wrong room. Once the right team is in place, the CEO's focus shifts to empowering. A CEO shouldn't be involved in every operational decision. Instead, they delegate responsibility and trust the leadership team to execute. I often say a CEO's success isn't measured by how much they do, but by how much their team can accomplish without them. Number 3 is shaping company culture. Here's something people underestimate. The CEO plays a huge role in shaping company culture. Culture isn't just about fun offices or perks. It's about values, it's about behavior and the way people approach work. If a company has a toxic culture, it starts at the top. And if the company thrives on collaboration, innovation, and respect, that also comes from the leadership. A CEO's job is to model the behavior they want to see in the organization. How does the CEO handle setbacks? How do they treat employees? Do they prioritize transparency and communication? The answers to these questions shape the way the entire company operates. I have worked with CEOs who made it a point to personally connect with employees at all levels. That effort created a sense of belonging and motivation that rippled across the organization. Culture isn't built overnight, but CEOs play a defining role in reinforcing it every single day. Number 4, making key decisions. A CEO's decision-making power often defines their legacy. Not every decision lands on the CEO's desk, but the most critical, high-impact choices do. Mergers and acquisitions, major investments, entering new markets, pivoting the company's direction. The challenge is that these decisions are rarely black or white. There's often uncertainty, risk, and no perfect data to guide the way. CEOs must be comfortable making tough calls with limited information. They need to balance intuition, experience, and inputs from their teams to move the company forward. I remember working with a CEO who had to decide whether to expand internationally. The market research was mixed and the risk was high. But he knew that standing still was a bigger risk. He made the leap, and while the first year was tough, the company eventually tripled in size. That's the reality. Great CEOs make decisions even when the path isn't clear. Number 5, representing the company externally. CEOs are often the face of the company, whether it's speaking at events, meeting investors, or appearing in media interviews. The CEO represents the company's brand, mission, and the values to the world. This aspect of the role is important because how the outside world perceives the company often reflects on how they perceive the CEO. Good CEOs understand this and invest time in building relationships, networking, and sharing their company story. It's not about ego, it's about building trust with investors, customers, and stakeholders. And number 6, managing crisis and driving change. Every CEO faces moments of crisis. It could be a market downturn, internal conflict, or unexpected competition. In those moments, the CEO's job is to stay calm, make tough decisions, and lead with clarity. Resilient CEOs embrace change, not resist it. The ability to pivot and adapt during uncertain times is what separates companies that collapse from those that thrive. So what does the CEO really do? They set the vision, they build the right team, they shape the culture, and they make decisions that move the company forward. It's not about being involved in everything. It's about focusing on the things that matter most and trusting your people to handle the rest. If you are a new CEO or aspiring to be one, remember, your job is to lead, inspire, and drive the company towards long-term success. If this video resonated with you, like and subscribe for more insights on leadership and entrepreneurship. This is Shailesh Kantak signing off. Until next time, keep leading with clarity and courage.